ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्तिः पूजामूलं गुरुपदम् मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। We are taking the first stanza and the second stanza maybe together on in this Bhagavad Gita chapter 8, chapter 1, direct recording on YouTube. So the Arjun is asking to his master Satchidananda Paramatma Shri Krishna. Arjun is asking to the master, my dear master, tell me, Kim tad brahma, kim adhyatmam, kim karma purushottama, adhibhuta cha kim proktam, madhidevam kim uchyate. Kim, it means kya, what is. Tad, it means that. Brahma, it means the existence. Kim means what is. Karma, it means the doing for availing in the existence. The spiritual practice is karma. The Purushottama, it means hey, the best person of the world. Adhibhutaha, what is the root of the all living beings? Cha means and, Kim it means what is, Prokta it means please say to me, Madhideva it means who is the Adhideva, Kim Muchyate, Kim means whose, Muchyate it means called. So the Arjuna, who was the disciple of the Satchidananda Sadguru Paramatma Sri Krishna, the Sri Krishna, who is the master of infinite galaxies and millions of millions. Millions and millions Brahmandas, the planets, the solar systems. The Arjuna is asking with a great respect to his master. He is asking to the master, my dear master, tell me, Kim Brahma, what is the Brahma? Kim Adhyatma, what is the Adhyatma? What is the spirituality? Kim Karma, what is the appropriate function and work in the life? And which is the Adhibhuta, which is the root of the life, origin of the life? How this all the living beings comes, and when these living beings comes, and what is the procedure of the creation of these living beings? Chakim Prokta Adhideva, who is the master of these universes? And please tell me why it is called the God, the Satchidananda, the existence. This is the question of Arjuna. This is not the question of Arjuna. This is a question of all the clever seekers. Because they want know the God in the words. Because they only want the solution of their intellect. They do not want the real achievement. They want to understand. They do not want to stand in the God. They want only understand. So understanding is another thing. And being is another thing. If you understand how to make the food, that cannot be satisfy your hunger. If you understand how to come a child in the world, but you cannot get your child. If you know the water can satisfy your thirst, without drinking the water, you cannot satisfy their thirst. But how unfortunately it is that fool person of this world, they want only understand God. They do not want seek the God, but they only want discussion of the God. So the Arjun is asking question by the inspiration of their mind, inspiration of his mind. Arjun only want to know on the level of his intellect. He want to solution by the word. He want to the solution by his wisdom. He want to satisfy his wisdom and mind. But the mind, intellect and senses, they are only knows the words. They do not know the power behind the words. They do not know the reality behind the word. They do not know the experience behind the word. Nobody can know the God existence in the level of the talking, in the level of the word, in the level of communication. The communication is not sufficient to knowing the God. You must do the meditation. You must know yourself. So the Arjun is not want to do, he want the ready-made, he want the instant knowledge of the God. He is asking the question. The best disciple is that the Sadguru instruct him and he do and achieve. The best disciple not argue many things, and best disciple do not ask many questions. He only and only go in the depth of the meditation, and he do not ask a question, but he tell the experience to his master. Today I do this, today I do this, today I see this, today I see this. He give the progress report to his master. He do not take the exam of the master again and again. There is no progress report. There is no doing the hard practices. But the many disciples, they want to satisfy their wisdom. The mind is create every time a question, every time a question. They ask to masters. So the Arjun is also asking the question to the master, but master always very merciful. It is the duty of master to fight with the disciples' ego, to fight with the disciples' intellect, to fight the disciples' hungers, everything. He wants clean his disciple, like a mother caught his child, took him in bathroom, put the butter and the soap of the body and clean his child. And the Sadguru, clean your mind, clean your intellect, clean your ego, clean your sensory hungers. He make your sensory organs cool, pleasant, repair, balance. Only essential input can go in that organs, sensory organs, and unnecessary, the overloading, the burden, the worries, master removes. So, the Arjuna is asking this question, that is inspiration by his intellect. That is inspiration by the intellect. So, in the twin question, second question, Arjuna asking to the master, Adiyagya katham ko atra dehe asmin madhusudana प्रयाण काले च कथम गेयो असि नियतात्मभिः अधियज्ञ कथम कः अत्र देहे अस्मिन् मधुसूदनः प्रयाण काले च कथम गेया असि नियतात्मभिः. Madhusudan, the name of Krishna. Atra, it means here. Adiyagya, it means the root of all divine functions. Ka, it means who is. Asmin, it means is this. Dehe, it means the body, in this body. Katham, anyhow. Cha, it means and. Niyatatmadhi, it means that person is he is now enlightened. That enlightened person, he is joined with existence. Priyan Kale, it means on the point of the death, the last time of the body. Katham, it means what is the method, how. Geya, it means knowing. Asi, it means hai. He is. Arjuna is telling, my dear, my respected Master Madhusudana, here, who is the adhiyagya, who is the all the root of the doing spiritual practices? And in this body, a person which is joined with the God, what is the method when the last point of the death, he knows you, he knows you. So, this stanza is telling about a very precious message, and this stanza is telling a very precious directives. The first word of this stanza, Arjuna is calling to his master in the name of Madhusudana. Madhusudana is a secret meaning word. The Madhusudana word has a message and has a re-memory to the master. Madhu, it means mud also. It is sound like the ego. And Sudana, it means destroyer. The master is the destroyer of the ego. Master is the destroyer of the ego. He eats the ego of his disciple. Many stories. The God existence comes in the avatara and snatch the ego of his lovers. The Narad, he was caught in the mesmerism of a princess. He wanted to marry with that princess. That is the story of the Narad Moha. The Lord Vishnu destroyed the Narad's ego and teach the Narad, my dear Narad, listen carefully. If a person who is ill, he wants to eat unfavorable thing, doctor never allow them. So I am your doctor also. I will never allow that your ego will become high. So the Madhusudana, it means the destroyer of the ego. Madhu, it means sweet, it means honey. A person who is living in the worldly desires, the worldly illusions, the worldly things, the worldly pleasures, the worldly joy attract him and he enjoy like the honey eating. But he don't know. He is misunderstanding that that is not honey, that is poison. Because he will be caught in the illusion more and more. So, the Madhusudan word is very important word. Now Arjuna is asking, my dear Madhusudana, my dear Krishna, in our body, who is Adhiyagya? Who is Adhiyagya? By whose inspiration and by whose help the Jiva do the spiritual practice and goes to the near of knowing the Brahma. In this body, how a seeker make him liberate? How a seeker make him liberate? How can he join with you? And what happened when the seeker leave his body? What happened when the death came of a seeker? And at the time of the death, he at once knows you, he at once submerge in you, and he at once become a Brahmaveda. How? This is the basic question of Arjuna. But this question is also not a question of the seeker. This is a question of the intellectual person. Arjuna was not foolish person. He was the great prince at that time. He was the top wise person at the time, because the Yudhishthira only the emperor of the name, but Arjuna was the chief minister of the Yudhishthira. He is the defense minister also. He is the chief minister also. Prime minister also. So, the Arjuna was not a general person. He was the renowned person of that time, the topest person of that time. He was not even a great warrior. but he was a great wise person also. So the questions is coming, why his breath is. Question is coming, by his chitta, by his muda, by his consciousness. And he want to desire, and he want to be satisfied by the worldly answers. But Sadguru knows. Sadguru knows the satisfaction of worldly answer only temporary, only befooling a person in the name of a God. The real satisfaction is your experience. The real satisfaction is your knowing. The real resulting satisfaction, when you will stand your Atma, then you can be liberated. The real satisfaction is not word, it is beyond the word, beyond the instinct, beyond the experiences. So, the true existence when occur in your life, when you will separate, you will detach from all the magical presence of the Maya. Sadguru want to give him the real knowledge. Sadguru want to give him the knowledge of the welfare, the topmost welfare of a person. So Sadguru will give the answer. And what he will give the answer, we will see in the next stanzas. But these two stanzas, they are the asking of Arjuna. He is asking the solution of intellect, because the asking with the Sadguru is the fighting your intellect with Sadguru's brain. When you are asking so many questions, you are wasting your time and you are wasting the master's time also. Why you do not ask with your girlfriend many questions? You just fall in the love and do the act of your physical relationship. Why you do not ask about the food? When the food comes in your plate, you start the eating. Why you do not ask about the food? The vegetable, where you purchase the vegetable, which kind of vegetable, the vegetable is grown by the which type of the fertilizer, how much water is poured in this vegetable growing, when then the rice is come, what is the quality of the rice, what is the name of the rice, how was its price, which type of spice you use in the food. Why you not asking so much questions about food? But you do not ask, you just eat. If you are not eating the food and you are talking about food, it proves that you are not hungry. If you are asking question or not, do not doing meditation, it proves you are not seeker. So, in the water, you are thirsty. I remember a story now. When the Seleucus, when the Alexander conquered the big lands, and he came back to his hometown, and he make a big function or ceremony of his winning, and he called. There are many holy person also. So a person was respected by the Alexander. Alexander think that he is my guru. Alexander say to that person, my dear master, I conquer this land, this land, this land, this nation, this nation. I killed this king. I fight in this battle. He say many things. Now master asked to Alexander, your winning is useless. Your winning is only a value of one glass of water. So Alexander was angry. He said, you prove it, otherwise I will cut your throat by my sword. So that master proved. Master says, suppose you are in desert. You are in desert, sandy desert. The miles away, east, west, north, south, there is nothing, only sand. And you are very thirsty. And I have a glass of water only. And at that time, if I do not give the water, you will die. Then what you will give me the return of one glass of water? So Alexander naturally say, I will give my all wealth and all kingdom and all things for you, because I am dying. If I will be alive, I will be took again all these things. But if I will be die in the same desert, how can I save all these things? So the saint says, this is your answer. You have earned nothing. But an enlightened person earn the wealth that is no worldly person knows that wealth. So enlightened person is very richest person of all over the universes, because the enlightenment never goes after death. Enlightenment, even once time you enlighten, the death will never come to you. Your body will fall, but you will become immortal. So the intellectual solution is not useful in the field of the spirituality. The solution which is only one useful, that you are enlightened or not, you are Atma Sakshatkari or not. You know the Tattva, you are Tattva Veda, or you are Buddha. If you are not Buddha, you wasting your time of the life in the play of your brain monkey mind games. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now this YouTube video